Am I the a-hole for laughing at my cousin when she asked I hang out with her teenage kids? Update.
I hate my family.
Welcome back to Charlotte Dobre Top Videos, where we sometimes revisit some of your favorite stories with new updates. As usual, you can watch the original story first, and then if you want to skip ahead to the update, we'll put a timestamp for you. So this literally just happened and I was like, yo, I gotta post this ASAP because what the... I just posted recently about my grandfather's funeral, which was a crap show within itself, but this started before the ceremony. I live in a different state than the majority of my family. I'm 28, work full time, doing stuff with my day and my life, you know, being 28. Of course, that doesn't matter, and I should always make time for family. Let's just ignore the fact that I already know about 15% of you by face, and maybe 7% by name. Sorry, but between the 400 Mildreds, the 250 Lindas, 800 Stephanies, Chelseas, and Janets that I see once every full planetary alignment, someone's bound to get lost in the weeds. I obviously make time for my parents, grandmother, siblings, when we are all available. I'm the youngest out of 3. While my job is pretty good compared to theirs, it's definitely the most lenient and anyone else that I see on a regular basis. Anyway, back to the funeral. During the pre-ceremonial gathering, I'm being showered with, do you remember me? Do you know who I am? It's been a long time. I say yes, 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 to avoid the bullshit. People say hi to me and I don't know for sure. I meet a lot of people, especially, you know, Mike has a very large family, lots of friends. And I'd like recognize faces sometimes, but not names, not all of them. I think I probably meet around 20 people at least every time I go out with him. I don't remember everyone.
Who are you again?
So the solution is just to be like, oh my God, hey, how are you? Just give a big hug. Just a blanket. So in the midst of that, one of my cousins, whom I have zero memory of, but she apparently regularly talks to my mom, comes up to me and introduces me to her kids. We exchange pleasantries and they seem super happy to meet me. And their mom says I've been absolutely dying to meet me. My brain is like, what the f? But I just shake it off at that moment because I wasn't in a good mood and I just didn't want to focus on it. My cousin tells me they're about my age and they also live in my state and are actually about a 40-minute drive from my place. Oh, that's awesome. I don't care. I really like the way you've written this. This is super funny. She suggests a little get together sometime later this year and says she'll talk to my mom about it, which sure, that's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm 14 and have to ask her permission to do anything anymore, but I took it as a cool, I don't have to worry about it then and left it at that. Fast forward to about 45 minutes ago, it's almost midnight. I get a call from a number that's based in the city most of my family lives in the other state. Not only that, but it's a very specific location. Too specific for it to be a spam call. So I naturally kind of panicked. My grandmother was down there at the time and she's only a few years younger than my late grandfather, so call me a little paranoid. I answer, hey, my name is insert cousin. How are you? Hey, what's up? What's going on? Everything okay? Yeah, everything's fine. I was just calling to see when you were available to meet my son and daughter for lunch this weekend. After I was finally able to put together who this was, I felt like that meme with all the equations floating around because there's no way this woman called me at near midnight to schedule a f***ing play date. You're funny. I said, I'm sorry, what? Remember? At the funeral? We talked about you and my kids' names getting together sometime later. My daughter is transferring to a university in your city for her junior year and son is applying there too, so they're taking a tour on Saturday morning and I was thinking we could meet you afterward and you could take them somewhere for lunch. Just nowhere with alcohol. Son is only 18. Is she asking you to pay for lunch? Oh man, it's definitely awkward. I probably would make up some excuse, say that I'm busy. Shut up, so would you. You've never met these people. Come on. Your second cousins? Give me a break. I remember her saying they were around my age, but homie can't even drink. Are you guys like sitting at the kids' table too? She then starts rambling about how her daughter isn't allowed to drink unless she or her husband are present because she's 22 and doesn't know what moderation means. In other words, she get a little sloppy. I'd go get her drunk, honestly. Maybe this is just me, but what in God's green earth would a 28, almost 29-year-old have to talk about with an 18 and 22-year-old that isn't?
Don't do drugs.
Focus on school.
Don't go getting nobody pregnant.
Not to mention the fact that I don't even know these people. alcohol. Yeah, it's one thing if it's a cousin that you like haven't seen for a while. I'm fully okay with like meeting up with a cousin that I haven't seen in a long time and like we know each other, we grew up together, etc., etc. But like second cousins that like I've never seen in my life, I don't know about that. I feel like I do it because I'm a people pleaser, but also maybe make up an excuse. I don't know.
Please do not disturb me.
Before I knew it, I had started wheezing and squawking in the phone, and cousin did not appreciate it. I could hear what she said under my laughter, but I was like, yeah, I don't think so. I work a double on Saturday, so I'm not getting off until like 8 p.m. Well, first of all, I don't know what was so funny about what I said. You could easily just do a nice dinner or something. 8 p.m. isn't that late. My little patience is gone at this point. Ma'am, I work a good 40 minutes away, and this isn't Star Trek. I'm not getting home until around 9, and I'm not itching to babysit after an 11-hour shift. I can recommend some spots for y'all to check out for yourselves, but this is a college town. You're not gonna find many places with zero alcohol, but it's not like they don't have other drinks. Honestly, the way you're talking about this, I feel like you're in Boston. Excuse me, I know your mother didn't raise you to be rude like this, especially to family. I'm not rude to family. I just don't really care to have a relationship like that if I don't know who you are. It's not about me, I know it's not, but I'm also defending my own viewpoint. Dude, I don't know you. I have no idea who you are. You're calling me at witching hour to schedule a hangout with your kids who are in fact not around my age. Girl, y'all are young adults. I pay for my own medical insurance. We are not the same. Please do not call me again. I hung up and had a small cackle fit with my fiance who was awoken by this nonsense. Obviously, I'm not going to hear about this until normal waking hours, but I low-key hope she wakes my mom up and to her about me so my mom can cuss her out for calling either of us at such an ungodly hour. But I know mom's going to tell me that I could have been a little nicer, which honestly, I think I did just fine not cussing during that conversation. But maybe that's just me and my zero tolerance talking. So am I the a-hole? The people pleaser thing to do would be to kind of say, I'm not available, I'm working, but I'm also taking into account that she called you in the middle of the night. I would be super, super pissed off, especially like after 9 p.m. it's on Do Not Disturb. So if someone called me and then like overrode Do Not Disturb to ask me to do something I really didn't want to do, I'd be like, fork you and your entire forking family. But that's just me. Like, I'm very touchy about my sleep. I don't take phone calls after 8 p.m. I get anxious and then I can't sleep. How to give Charlotte an anxiety attack. Call her at 9 p.m. with problems. I've been in this situation before, but it was with a cousin that I genuinely like. So I had no problem taking care of my cousin. I wasn't in the best spot financially, to be honest. So like it was a little bit difficult for me to pay not only for my meals, but for hers and to share a bed with her because she does this thing. As soon as she falls asleep, she lets out the biggest fart. Yeah.